Hello, thank you for tuning in. We'll get started here in a moment. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Hello, Angel. Hello, Angel. Hello, Sempa. Hello. 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 Thank you all so much for tuning in. And Angel, I know that you are a regular to the lives and that. So thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for your time. I am one of the father of the Orisha. So none specifically. I am one of the father of the Orisha. Okay? All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. My name is NEHRU, and this is the Real Psychic Investigators. This channel was created specifically for investigative agencies to help them and assist them from a spiritual and intuitive perspective to solve the karmic crimes. All crimes are karmic. A candy bar stolen out of a store is karmic, as much as robbing a bank. Okay? So, I'll see what my ancestors have to say about that. Okay? So, typically, there are a couple of nuggets. Okay? All right. So, I'm going to have to kick your ass out my room, aren't I? Pastor, I'm going to have to kick your ass out my room, aren't I? Because you think I'm fucking around. Don't you? So, I want to share a dream, okay, that I had over the evening. And it was actually a couple of them, okay? To the karmics, welcome in. To the religious ass motherfuckers who are pastors, welcome your ass in, sit down, and learn something, okay? Or get your ass kicked out. Very, very simple, okay? So, while I was asleep, well, just because it's a joke don't mean it's funny, okay? Divine source, Eravat, has a sense of humor, but they are not fucking around. Did you hear what I said? I said Eravat has a great sense of humor, but they are not fucking around, and neither am I. All right? Good. So while I was asleep, okay, physically, I had several dreams, and these dreams were very, very interesting to me. So those of you who have tuned in the past, you know that the warlock, okay, who is serving a 40 to 60 year prison sentence in Saginaw, if he's not dead already, okay, if he's not, he will be shortly, okay, because he's going through health issues. So I had dreams that I was at his place or whatever, okay, and he kept confronting me. He wouldn't leave me alone, okay. He kept coming to me, stepping to my face, okay, and in this dream, there were a bunch of letters, okay, letters that were in envelopes, okay, a bunch of them. When I say there was hundreds, thousands, maybe, I don't even know, okay, but he kept confronting me, okay, again, just like he's done this lifetime and previous lifetimes. He kept confronting me, okay, getting in my face, talking shit, starting shit, being karmic as ever, okay, and so in this dream with these letters, and they were stacked up just like these are. It was stacked up just like this. For all I know, this could be what that represents, okay? And look at the bottom of the fucking, look, okay? Pastor, look, pastor, okay? Won't your sorry ass go read the books of Enoch and find out who the fuck I am? I said Aravat, motherfucker, okay? So these letters were mine, okay? Some of them had stamps on them and ready to be sent, and others did not, okay? And in this dream, these were love letters. Listen to me, collective. Listen to the confirmation. Listen to the confirmation. These were love letters, okay? From an unconditionally loving, ascended master and master builder born on the 333rd day of the year with extraterrestrial DNA, okay? So these love letters, okay? Some of them, again, were stamped already and ready to go, and others were not, okay? And these letters were supposed to be sent out, okay? And there was a child in this dream. And in these dreams, one of the things that this child said was, oh, you wrote us love letters, okay? And this is one of his children, okay? He has 17, 18 kids because he was a polygamist for 35 years or something, okay? And so this child of his was surprised that I would write them a love letter, that I would send them love. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. They were surprised that I would send them. They were like, oh, wow, you said, wow, these are for us? Okay. So the karmics are surprised at unconditional love. Okay. I am absolutely convinced that Kevin is Satan Apophis in the flesh, like Nico Jenkins. I am absolutely convinced of that. He is the devil in the flesh. The devil is in many different forms. I am absolutely convinced that motherfucker would not leave me alone. Okay? So I got up from that dream before I started meditating. I got up from that dream and I set fire to his ass. And for those of you who've tuned in before, you know exactly what that looks like. Okay? So then I went to meditate. And while I was meditating, I was filling out death certificates. I was filling out death certificates and I was just naming names. I probably had 50 names. It was a 30-minute meditation and I was just putting out names. Judy Marie Campbell, Kevin Thomas, Tyrone Thomas, Tyra Thomas, Roxanne Roman, Justina Rodriguez, Stephen Lee Parker, Kimberly Kerner Parker, James Kerner Parker. I was just popping them motherfuckers off like it was candy. Yeah, Tiffany Ann Campbell, popping them motherfuckers off. Christy Campbell, popping them motherfuckers off. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the energy and find out what's going on. Death warrants. Death warrants. Death warrants. You see what's happening, right? You look at the cards. You see. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Antonio. Let's go ahead and see what it is that Erevat has to show us and confirm that dream, not just for me again, because my journey is a demonstration for the 10th and final time to this motherfucking planet. Okay? It's a demonstration. So, Pastor, watch me work. Thank you, Divine Source, for all that you do, all that you show, all that you reveal. Ancestors, thank you so much. In the community post, I posted a picture of two of my ancestors that's whooping his ass right now. Right now. Right now. Whooping his ass. Right now. On top of the stack, we have Minnesota and monsoon on the way. This could be spiritually or physically. Monsoon. Hello, Angelique. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Always for the love. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay? So, Minnesota and a monsoon. Again, physical, spiritual, dealing with the weather, financially, emotionally, what have you. A monsoon of some sort. That's also resonating with the last reading. Okay? You deserve better, collective. Remember that. You deserve better. Okay? You deserve better. Okay? And I'm borrowing something that Justice League said. I don't know if they'll be on this read. Hey, Lisa. Yeah. Justice League said, okay, that exercise is an exorcism. Okay? So that's spiritually and physically. Okay? You want to perform an exorcism on yourself? Continue or start living a consciously spiritual life. Okay? You want to do an exorcism on yourself? Start living a spiritually conscious life. Okay? Just because you live 3D in the Matrix, that doesn't mean you have to be a part of it. Okay? Hope everyone's doing well wherever you are this evening. Again, for those of you who do not know, I am in Da Nang, Vietnam still. Okay? Hey, Jan. Hey, Jan. Hello from Cali. Hello from Cali. Cali comes out a lot of Cali energy. Okay? Both high vibrational and karmic. Okay? So let's get into it. Again, collective investigators, thank you so much for tuning in. Karmic asses, welcome in. Okay? So you deserve better, and some of you are about to receive it. Okay? Looking at Lopez, George Lopez, Jennifer Lopez, Lopez. Okay? This could be a Jennifer Lopez that's not J-Lo, the celebrity. This could be some other one. This could be a Jorge Lopez. Okay? All right, so right out the gate, we have the truth has come to set you free. Listen, the truth has come to set you free. Okay? And that is on the Page of Cups. Hand in hand right there. Someone's name could be Timothy. That's a motherfucker who got a death certificate signed. He got a death certificate signed. Someone's a painter. On the other side of the truth has come to set you free. And that Page of Pentacles, or excuse me, I said Page of Pentacles, okay? Page of Cups. So there's definitely confirmation coming in about some money belonging to you, property. Again, last reading, we got trust fund, baby, and horn honks out the ass for that confirmation when I said that. Trust fund, baby, money. Okay? Whoever this individual is, collective, who your ancestors have signed death warrants on, they could go from a heroin overdose or some other drug overdose, okay? Fentanyl or whatever, anything, okay? Someone has, look. It's just coming out. It's just one after the other. I don't know if I needed to pull the cards. Look, okay? We're talking about a Taurus. Signed Shanita's name on the motherfucking death warrant. Signed Shanita Swilly's ass name on the motherfucking death warrant. So Shanita Walden signed your ass on a motherfucking death warrant, bitch. Yeah, I did. Listen to the names, collective. Listen to the names, investigators. We have Six of Pentacles, okay? On the other side of that Taurus, and we have the name Angela. Angie, Angela, Angelique. Here you go, okay? Someone's ready to invest in you, Angelique. If you resonate with this currently, Angelique, okay? Angel, Angela, Angie, Angelica. Tulsa, Oklahoma. I got like 4 motherfuckers on the death warrant in Oklahoma. Karmic ass fool who decided to follow after their father, to follow after their mother, to do some stupid ass shit against you, collective, against me, and against you, investigators, because they didn't want this to be solved. Whatever these crimes are, cold cases, whatever this is, they didn't want it to be solved. The hitman energy, they didn't want it to be solved, but the hitman in some cases woke up and the hitman started reporting their ass, recording their ass. Okay? So the hitman turned into an informant in some cases. Because it all works out for your good. For those who really truly love the Lord and according to his purpose. Okay? Not everybody who cries, Lord, Lord, believes. Remember that. Not everyone who cries, Lord, Lord, believes. If they did, they wouldn't do the karmic ass shit that they do. Kevin was a minister, a reverend, okay, a pastor. Okay, his ass did not believe with Ouija boards in the church. Let me tell you some of the karmic ass shit that he has done. Listen to this. Listen to this. You want to know why I say he's Apophis? Do you want to know why? Listen to, well, those of you who've tuned in probably already have enough information about this. He used to fuck those women in the pulpit, a space dedicated to divine source. He used to fuck those women in that pulpit. You want to know something else he used to do? If those women got into arguments and bickering and fighting, which happened all the time, because you got a bunch of cats fighting over one dick, right? Like Hustle and Flow, right? Someone's name could be Terrence, Howard, okay? Henson, okay? One of my favorite sayings. But do you know that when they would get into arguments with each other, do you know one of the things that he would have them do? He would have those women go down on each other. Listen, 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 listen. He would have those women go down on each other. Yeah, like that. This is why policies need to be changed, President Trump. This is why policies need to be changed, Kash Patel. This is why policies need to be changed. Because free will is never a license to do evil ass karmic shit against somebody else. It's never a reason why. Something else that he used to do is I am and he is. You might be. Or this is someone else in your energy, ladies. Someone's transgender, okay? Got their dick changed to a vagina or their vagina to a dick. Again, that's somebody who doesn't believe. Because if they did, divine doesn't make mistakes. Divine makes no errors. Look how symmetrically your physical body is, okay? Divine doesn't make any mistakes. So if you were born with a dick, that's what you were meant to have this lifetime. If you were born with a vagina, that's what you were meant to have this lifetime, okay? And the hermaphrodite, well, I guess they need to consult divine source and figure out which way they want to go. I don't know, okay? On the other side of bald male, okay, we have judgment. Hello, judgment. In the past, I was making choices in a careless or superficial way. Now I feel a higher duty, and everything I do must have a deep meaning in your next lifetime. In your next lifetime. Okay? But one of the other things that he would do, in addition to fucking these women at the church and having Ouija boards and other witchcraft tools in his church office, he would burn their vaginas. And when I say burn their vaginas, I mean take a lighter and burn their vaginas. I'm talking about an evil, evil ass. I said his name, and it's on a death certificate. It's on a death warrant. Sorry, Steve. It's on a death warrant. Sorry, Steve. It's on a death warrant. It might hit your fucking grandkids. Sorry, Steve. I know you already lost a son or sold him or whatever you and Kim want to call it. But Steve, I'm sorry. This is what happens when you deny an earth angel. There's a post in the community tab that explains what happens when you deny an earth angel, when you deny healing. This is what happens. Next. Harris, Harold, Roxy, Roxana, and Roxanne. Throat chakra block, bitch. Yeah, you ain't blocking shit. Choke your ass out. That's why your ass gonna end up in the grave in about 30 days. Okay? And there is no rest in peace. It's R-I-H. It's not R-I-P. It's R-I-H. Okay? And that's rest in hell. Okay? Good luck. Where there's gnashing and weeping and, yeah, and unrelenting fire. Good luck, Roxana. Good luck, Roxy. Good luck, Roxanne. Good luck, Harris. Good luck, Harold. A stand-up comedian. Okay? So someone thought something was funny. They don't know more. Laugh now, cry later, motherfucker. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Guess what? You're about to win your prize, and it's a death warrant. You about to win your prize, and it's a death warrant. You hear that horn honk? Again, I don't have to prove a motherfucking thing. Everything I say and everything I've done, everything that I am, can be proven. Every word I say. Someone's an 80s kid out here, one of these names, or their child could have been born in the 80s and they are about to go. So this is past lover, met your dad, slept with him or her, if it's your mother, and that's the karmic witch. Okay? Again, Kevin took my first wife while I was in the military. That's a karmic ass motherfucker. When I say he's evil, he's evil. This reading might all be about him. I don't know. Investigators, collective, I don't know. Okay? So someone's 80s and immature, or someone was born in the 80s. Okay, we have Baltimore. Something about corporate fraud. Okay, this corporate fraud could be a Ponzi scheme of any sort. Corporate fraud investigators. The name Tori. You see all these different babies? See all the confirmation? See all the different shades? This is speaking to corporate espionage. Okay? People of different races working together, some from Mexico, some from America, some from South America, some from Europe, some from Asia, some from Spain, some from France, some from Africa, some from, yeah, childish, immature games. Okay? Corporate espionage. Also, for quite some time now, I've been getting an image in the third eye. The name Gwen on the other side of corporate fraud. Gwen. Gwendolyn, Gwyneth, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwen Shambling. If you do not know Gwen Shambling's story, please journey over to Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. That is the Shadow Band channel here on YouTube. When you journey over to Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, go to the playlist, and you'll have to scroll down a ways because I posted this video 3 years ago. You'll have to scroll down some ways. You will see a video about Gwen. Maybe I'll share it in the community tab, okay, after this live. I did a video on Gwen Shambling, who was based in Tennessee. She started out as a nutritionist at a university, went into religion, and her message was something about health for divine purpose or something like that. She convinced a couple to murder their child at her church before she died in a plane crash in Tennessee. She convinced the couple to murder their child, okay? Same karmic ass shit that Kevin do. Same thing that Charles Manson did. Same thing that Jim Jones did. Same thing that Ronnie Dennis did at Fort Stewart in Hinesville in Georgia. Same thing. Same thing about that couple that recently came out in Southern California and in Texas. Same thing. Healers and high vibrational beings, we heal. We don't go around murdering people. Do you understand me? There's a government cult energy here, okay? Again, there are many secret societies. There are many. We may have some that come out in this reading. There are many. Okay? Government cult. High vibrational FBI. You willing to bust the motherfuckers that pay your paycheck? Are you willing to bust the motherfuckers that try to keep shit under wraps? The popes? Are you willing to bust the priests that touch the boy? Are you willing to do that and expose the karmic ass Catholic Church? Every religion is an atheist. Every religion is a form of atheism. Atheism, every religion. Hello, Annika, how are you? 5 of Cups energy. So They are down and out now, wishing they had never come against you. Any of these names out here, perhaps all of these names out here, the Taurus, Steve, Roxy, Roxana, Roxanne, Harris, Harold. Divine, block that motherfucker from taking energy when I say her name. Divine Source, block that motherfucker from taking energy when I say that name. That's why I call her the Scorpio. I don't even like saying her name. So now they're down and out. Okay? On the other side of government, or on the other side of the Five of Cups, we have chocolate and the name Tyrone. Death warrant. Death warrant, Tyrone. Death warrant. Whoever Tyrone is. And again, if your name is Tyrone and you know you are high vibrational and living your highest, purest, truest, authentic self, you don't have anything to worry about. Witness protection. Take a look at the synchronicities, collective. Are you seeing any of these? Are you seeing any of these on a regular basis? Okay? Some of you will be. Okay? We have witness protection on the other one side of delete. And hello, divine source, Eravat, ancestors, ascended masters, Sanhedrin Council, and Galactic Federation. You can't talk any louder. You can't talk any louder to me. You can't talk any louder to the collective, to the investigators. You cannot talk any louder. You cannot. It's crystal clear. Crystal. Death warrant, crystal. Death warrant, crystal. You can't talk any louder, divine. It's so clear. It's so clear. Someone's name could be Tom, Tommy, and they are about to be deleted. They are about to be deleted. Death warrants. I sent them love letters in that dream, giving them unconditional love, and they still refused to accept it. Still refused to accept it. Still came against me. Still denied the truth, Steve. Still. I hope you enjoy your Christmas if you make it. I hope you do. And that's not a threat. Also, this could be in regards to a Stephen that lives in Texas. This could be a Stephen that lives in Texas. The Steve I'm talking about lives in Florida, and he's the senior minister at the Rock of Central Florida. But this could be a Stephen associated with Texas. Okay? Someone could be in the medical field. Never, Lisa. Okay? So they kill EarthAngels, and they try to stop us from fulfilling our divine love unions on this planet. They kill EarthAngels, confirmation click, and they try to stop divine unions from being on this planet. Do you know why they try to stop divine unions? Because if they can stop divine unions, then the secret societies, Illuminati, then they can stop divine source from taking back what belongs to them. That's why. They don't want you birthing another earth angel like you. They don't want you birthing another extraterrestrial like you. They don't want you birthing another Palladian. They don't want you birthing another Atlantis. They don't want you birthing another Orisha. They don't want you rebirthing. They don't want you to do that. They have no choice this time around. They have no choice. Someone was born in the 90s. Joe is sloppy, okay? Joe has been sloppy. Joe could be in IT, okay? Joe was sloppy, is sloppy, was sloppy, okay? Someone's name could be Hinton. Someone's name could be the name Karen, okay, Hoffman, X marks the spot. X marks the spot. Whatever that is. Could be where they're about to get hit with whatever's about to take them out. Okay? Joe Bosworth. We looked up Brian Bosworth's information recently. Okay? I said Page of Pentacles. I didn't even know it was out here, but there it is. Page of Pentacles revealing X marks the spot, landmarks, old landmark. And investigators, you still need to catch a perp out here who's in this energy, okay? And associated with this current psychic investigation read. There's still a perp that's running and you need to catch them, okay? Their middle name could be Joseph, okay, like Kevin Joseph. Death warrant, baby. We have something going on in Bosnia-Herzegovina, or something happened in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Okay? If you were in the military, you could have been deployed here or deployed somewhere else. And someone who was in the military with you at that time is a part of what is going on in your journey and the reason why you've been held back from your promises. Seven of Cups for a choice. Options. What are you going to do? Are you going to stand strong when the judge calls you forward? When the agent calls you forward, collective? Are you going to speak up? And again, to you investigators, are you willing to take down the karmic ass individuals in your agency who tried to talk you out of bringing forth the truth? Kash Patel. Okay? Dan Bernardino, or whatever his name is, who recently resigned from the FBI, he refused to tell the truth. That's why his ass got out. That's why he resigned. Same thing with Christopher Asher Ray. That's why his ass got out. And he's the former director of FBI. Okay? He was succeeded by Kash Patel. Okay? Karmic mother or a mother. You could be a mother. Okay, and be high vibrational. Okay. Okay. Something about a local celebrity. Okay. This could be anyone. This could be an attorney. This could be the mayor. This could be a governor. This could be someone who's a highly influential business owner. I'm reminded of somebody right now that I worked for for a short period of time when I got out of the military. My right foot is heating. Okay. His name is Bob Della Russo. Okay. Bob Della Russo is the owner of, if you're in America, especially if you're on the East Coast, Bob Della Russo is the founder and owner of Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning, based in Florida. Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning. Bob Robert Della Russo. Someone's name could have a Del in their name. Del Mayberry. Someone's name is William or Nikki or Nicole. A local celebrity in this energy. Four of Pentacles. You know what? Before they took you down, this is what I'm getting, collective. This is what I'm getting. Before they took you down, before they took whatever they took from you, before they put you in your Job experience, before they had you homeless and sleeping in your car or what have you, you could have been a local celebrity. Well liked, well sought after, well trusted in your community, but they decided to come against you. Okay? And put you in this Four of Pentacles energy where you have to watch every penny. Okay, again, when you have millions, you don't have to watch every penny, I should hope. Okay? That doesn't mean you can be irresponsible and careless and end up broke like so many of them do, especially professional athletes. Okay? But you don't have to watch every penny if you got $10 million in the bank. If you got $10 in the bank, you need to watch everything. Okay? Someone should have already left. Okay? And again, that could be on you. The Bob's words are out here. Okay? So, if you should have left already, this could be you needing to physically leave. Again, whatever karmic situation, or this could be an agency who's taking their sweet ass time coming in to deliver whatever this justice is to you, investigators. This could be the reason why you haven't left already, okay? And haven't made the move to wherever you want to set up your homestead at, because, okay, you're waiting on them. Now we have 70s kids. So we have 70s kids, 80s kids, and 90s kids. We used to, with Kevin and his 18 or 17, how many ever kids he has, we would call ourselves Gen 1 and Gen 2. Okay, so Gen 1 was born in the 70s and 80s. Gen 2 was born in the 90s and 2000s. And Gen 2 actually started in 1989 with a boy whose name is David. Okay, David. Death warrant, baby. Death warrant. East Coast. Yep, bullseye, Lisa. Bullseye, baby. Yes. Yes, Angel. Bullseye. Okay? East Coast. So, any of the East Coast from, I don't know, Maine all the way down to Key West. Maine, right? Whatever that is. Okay? Alaska. Canada. America, all the way down. East Coast, or East Coast of some other country. Okay, you could resonate with Egyptian, ancient Egyptian energy. East Coast of the continent of Africa. East Coast. On the other side of East Coast, we have the Four of Swords. What did I say? Is that pastor still in here? Is that pastor still in here? I hope he is. I hope they are. I assume it's a he. Hey, pastor, take a look. Lord knows you got to change. Baby, change your evil ways. Because all religions are death. Every last one of them. The only thing that's life, when it comes to a belief system, morals, is a spiritual journey. And again, that's a conscious spiritual journey. Why is religion death? Because religion is a robotic system. Get up every Sunday, go to church. Tuesday, Bible study. Wednesday, prayer meeting. It's a system. And they have you walking around. Investigators, collective, Cumberland County somewhere, okay? This could be in North Carolina, South Carolina. This could be in California. This could be in Guatemala. This could be in Saudi Arabia. This could be in Japan, Cumberland something, county, okay? Next, I just mentioned Japan, and we have an Asian country, another China. Okay? Again, you could resonate with ancient Chinese deities. Okay? And ancient Chinese secrets. We have a Wu, Chen, Li, and Yang. I do know that there's a certain amount of, because I'm in Vietnam, Southeast Asia, there are a certain amount of, I think 7 or 8% of the viewers are here in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam. 7%. You could be a Life Path 7, born in July, born on the 7th, or one of these individuals out here could be born in July or on the 7th. Okay? On China, okay, we have the 9 of Wands. Okay? So you've done the work. And again, as it resonates, if you know you still have an ego death to go through, if you know you still need to walk away, if you know you still need to walk away from what no longer serves you, if you know that, you're not here. If you still need to walk away, you're not here. You can get there, but you're not yet. For those of you who this resonates for, you are ready for a brand new beginning. You are ready for a brand new beginning, and you're just waiting for whatever news to come in. You're waiting for the investigator to show up. You're waiting for the journalist to interview you. You're waiting for whatever, okay? You're just waiting. The letter in the mail, the phone call, the email, you're just waiting. Okay? On the other side of that 9 of Wands, we have a backseat driver, and that's someone who tried to control your life. Okay? That is someone who tried to control your life. Again, a 40-year-old man or woman does not need their mother to tell them what to do unless for some reason they are neurologically unable to make decisions on their own. Most of the people on this planet are able to make decisions on their own, completely aware of the the decisions that they're making, okay, at 40 years old. And they don't need their mother or father to tell them what to do. But someone remained under the thumb of their mother or father, and they could never break free. That is sad. We're looking at the names Darius, Darren, Desi, Devereaux, and Driscoll. Look at the names, collective and investigators. Look at the names. Check your notes, investigators. Again, investigators, please meditate on your cases. Please start a separate journal for your cases if you're listening to me. And again, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Eravat. If you're listening, start a separate journal so that you can write down these synchronicities and more efficiently close your cases, okay? There is no reason why a mother or father should live 20 years without knowing what happened to their son or daughter. There is no reason why a son or daughter should live 20, 30 more years without ever knowing what happened to their mother, grandfather, son, daughter. There is no reason why except lazy-ass karmic earthly systems. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. There is no other excuse. Body augmentations, I said transvestite, okay? I said transvestite. Someone might have 3 nipples. We have Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Troy. Can you help? I can, but I can tell you, that's not something that I would do here like on a live or anything. What I would do and what I'm currently offering, which I have not mentioned yet because I jumped right into the dream that I had about Kevin. So what I will do is you can email me, okay? And I am currently offering for a limited time 30 minutes free esoteric conversation, confirmation horn honk, free 30-minute esoteric conversation with me. And at the end of that conversation, we will pull energy. And so that may help you in determining where this relative is or what happened to them. Okay? So if you would like that free 30-minute conversation, you only get one. That is free. Beyond that, it is $10 for every 15 minutes. I am a former tax accountant, and I just got that number because my last W-2 salary, okay, after my businesses went under because of witchcraft, okay, I had to go back to the W-2 opportunity, and it was $80,000 a year. That's $40 an hour, and I'm worth it, beyond worth it. Okay, so you may want to schedule that free 30-minute conversation. Okay, Troy and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Looking at the names Melinda, a reset, and Grandpa. In the community tab, I posted a picture, didn't I say it, of my ancestors, two of them. The gentleman in that picture, he's the one that I went on the train trip from Chicago. Listen to me. I was 11 years old, and I was moving in with Kevin. The weekend that I moved in with Kevin, at the age of 11, from Judy's house in Joliet, Illinois, to Kevin's house in Bolingbrook, Illinois, I was 11. Before I moved in with him, my grandfather and I took a trip on an Amtrak train, and we went from Chicago to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we went to New Orleans. From New Orleans, we went to Houston, Texas. And then from Houston, Texas, we went back up to Chicago. Let me tell you something. And this is how I want you to look at your journey, collective investigators. Think about this and think back on your journey. Think back on your journey. I mentioned Stephen Lee Parker, the senior minister at the Rock of Central Florida. The very first time I was in close proximity to his energy was in 1986 when I took that trip with my granddaddy down to Houston, Texas, and those other cities. At that time, Steve was 21, and he lived in Houston, Texas. That was the first time Steve and I's spirit was in the same city this lifetime, right here. And I spent 20 years with that motherfucker in Sanford, Florida. Walked away when he decided he didn't want to believe me, and he didn't believe in angels. Still walking around calling Issa Jesus. Still calling Yeshua Jesus. Mississippi. Okay, so we have Jackson Hole, Mississippi. It could be Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Could be Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, or anywhere else in Mississippi. This could be a way to couple of them go out. Okay, the death warrants are signed with a 5 of Pentacles type of energy, or excuse me, with a 5 of Wands type of energy and a combative arguing type of energy. This could be what happens. Okay, and they end up taking each other out. Okay, suicide, homicide. I don't care how they go. Just go back and start over, because you have fucked up your timeline. You have fucked up your bloodline this time around, people. Just go start over. Okay. On the other side of Mississippi, we have the 9 of Cups. Okay. And this is a wish that your ancestors are granting you. This is a wish your ancestors are granting you. '50s kids. Someone's in their 50s, or someone's immature who was born in the 50s. Hey, Justice League, what's going on? I gave a shout out to you earlier. Yeah, I mentioned you earlier. Melinda, Dion, Robert, Richardson, Tennessee. Interesting. Okay. So, your ancestors are granting you a wish. Okay. Again, this has to deal with your Akashic records, what is written. Okay. Religious ass people say, nothing returns void. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. And he ain't too crazy about pretty. But the motherfuckers ugly as hell. And they could look like J-Lo. Okay? Because we had Lopez come out here. So they could look like Jennifer Lopez. Evil as hell. Do you want to know what a demonic ass female looks like? They look like Jada Pinkett Smith. They look like Lisa Ray McCoy. That's what a demonic ass motherfucker looks like. Who's physically attractive. That's what a demonic ass motherfucker looks like. They look like Will Smith. That's what a demonic ass motherfucker looks like. It's true. Have you ever seen the show Lucifer? Very attractive looking man, but evil as hell. Have you ever seen the show Lucifer? So your ancestors are granting you something. Oh, born 9/17. Okay. This says, you are the key that unlocks the mysteries. You are the key that unlocks the mysteries for your bloodline and for generations to come, collective. For generations to come. I'm going to declare something. Collective. 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 When we leave this place, earth angels, light workers, star seeds, esoteric beings, healers, empaths, truth speakers. When we leave this place, there will be monuments set up honoring you. There will be monuments set up honoring your legacy, honoring your journey, and the light that you provided to so many here. There will be monuments set up, not to worship like a fatted calf or the golden calf, but to let the future know that there was a man, there was a woman who was not human, who came here and they changed society in ways that have forever changed the planet and the people who will be birthed into it. Yes, you and I. You and I. Okay? What are we doing with time? Right at an hour. Okay. So where do you want to go next, Divine? Where should we go? Just start pulling cards, Divine says. Just show cards. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, just show cards. Got the Bronx. Okay, start looking for destinations. We got the Bronx. Okay, we have Fox. I said Vivica Fox. So Vivica Fox used to be. I don't know where she is today, and I don't get this energy from her anymore as much. But Vivica Fox used to be in the same category. Also, Lynn Whitfield. Lynn Whitfield is another one of those demonic ass people. Okay? It's not a skin color thing. Divine just shows me the energy of individuals. That's all. Someone who's sly, cunning, sneaky, okay? Can't be trusted, worth a damn. Okay? Harvard Secret Society. I told you. Okay? So we talk about Skull and Bones, we talk about Masons, we talk about Eastern Stars, right? We talk about those. Harvard Secret Society, PorcellianClub. Here's another one. PorcellianClub. And this is where the warlocks hang out. This is where warlocks hang out and witches that are dark. You can be a witch of light energy. Okay? That means you don't do witchcraft against people. I don't do witchcraft against anyone. I do cord cutting and I do the removing of energy. That's all I do. I don't put spells on anybody. I already said it, but it's right on top. Puerto Rico, Celeste, Sicilian, and Cicero. Okay? As it resonates, collective. Celeste, Sicilian, and Cicero. Gary Fox's, Two death warrants about to be shown to the names of these individuals. Two death warrants coming to these individuals and their family. Two death warrants. At least. Two death warrants at a minimum. Two death warrants. Okay? I hope not Tyra Banks. I hope it's not Kevin Hart. I hope it's not Kevin McHale. I hope it's not Kevin Johnson. There was coughing. It could be a Kevin Johnson. It could be a Kevin Johnson that's about to get a death warrant. Death warrant. Death warrant. And again, if this is your name and you know you are in high vibrational energy, then this isn't you. If you are on your spiritual journey in the upright, then I'm not talking to you. Something about a divine union coming in. We got another secret society name out here, investigators. So we have the PorcellianClub, okay? And now we have the KnightsTemplar. Look. More karmic dark societies. Okay. This says the judge is a witch. Oh, the judge is watching. Excuse me. Oh, so there's a judge watching. Hello, Judge, Your Honor. Hello, Your Honor. Pleasure to meet you, Your Honor. The names Emilio, Max, Jesus, and Elliot. Maximus, Maximilian, Max. Someone's child's name is Max. Someone's child's name is Max. A former lover stole your mail. A former lover stole your mail, and again, take it as it resonates. If you're getting all of your mail, then this isn't for you. Taking what resonates means what easily fits. Okay? I am, and you are. I am, and you are high vibrational beings. Okay? Confirmation. I think that was a horn. Okay? So, what do we want to do from here? Let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and start closing it out. Again, for those of you who missed the beginning, I had a dream overnight, and it kept coming back. There were several dreams, okay, or parts. And in this dream, I was in combative energy with Kevin, the warlock who took my first wife when I was in the military, okay, and has been doing witchcraft on me since the day I was conceived, born on the 333rd day of the year in 1974. He knew who I was because he was already involved in witchcraft. As a teenager, he was already involved in witchcraft, him and Judy. So they knew who I was. And they knew who I was called to be because it's already written. Again, it's already written. They just didn't think it was going to turn out like this. They thought they had a chance. Because in a previous life, they did. They took me out. They took out my, oh, I already put the card away. They took out my divine union. Her or me. They ended it. Not this lifetime, baby. I'm here for the 10th and final one. I'm not coming back. So everything that I am promised and everything that is written based on Eravat and the Akashic records and what Enoch, that is Metatron, Archangel Metatron, is keeping, based on all of that. And by the way, the Akashic records are written in Arabic. Akashic records are written in Arabic. Okay? If you ever get access and you see that and you wonder, what are these symbols? It's Arabic. Confirmation horn hawk. Okay? So, let's go ahead and in that dream, that's where I was going. In that dream, there were love letters, okay, that I had written to send out, okay? And there was one of the children, one of those 17 or 18 kids he has, they were a small child, and they were surprised that I had written them love letters, okay? And it was around Valentine's Day, or at least that's the energy that I got, I guess, with all the love that was in the room emanating from me, okay? All right? So, oh, yeah, see, this is a common thing. Again, Joseph's story in the Bible, David's story in the Bible, barring him sleeping with Bathsheba, that was a dumbass move, okay? All of them, okay? Job, all of these stories, Yeshua, Issa's journey, all of these stories are you and I, just with different names. That's all that it is. It's just different times. So back then, they didn't have the internet and they couldn't stalk your social media page. But guess what? They would still stalk David. They would still stalk Issa. They would still stalk Joseph. Someone who was sold at birth this lifetime around. Guess what David's siblings did in the religious book? They sold him into slavery. It's the same shit, different day. That's all that it is. That's all that is, okay? And that's why I only give you 56 books, because they don't want you to know the rest of it. That is why. Okay? So, let's go ahead and close it out, Divine. I love you and I thank you, okay? You are my forever bride, Most High. I thank you for the one that is on this earth, and I speak to her. I speak over her. I don't even know her name. I know her name, but I don't know that that's who it is, if that makes sense. Okay? So I know she's here. Yeah. Okay? So to you, I speak protection, wellness over you as we come together, whenever that is, according to divine plan and purpose and divine timing. Whenever that is, I speak protection over you. If you have children today, you have seed today, I speak over them, declare healing and wellness over them as much as I do over you and your bloodline. And I celebrate our union even before it gets here. And I'm walking my ass down the aisle, just like you're walking your ass down the aisle, because it's not about you. It's about us. Right? Yes. Okay. So we have judgment landing on Baltimore. Did someone say something about Baltimore in the comments? Hello. Hello. Divine Empress. Hey, Divine Empress. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I know you're not able to catch a lot of the lives, but it's good to see you. Okay. Seven of Swords came out with the Six of Wands. Okay. So a defeated trickery energy. A defeated trickery energy. Okay. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. That is one of Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, okay, okay, no worries, no worries. So one of my foundational beliefs and reminders is that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and spirits and evil darkness of this world that come to steal, kill, and destroy all those who come here to live an authentic life. And you may just want to mind your own business, and they come over there messing with you, just like Kevin did in that dream last night or this morning. Minding my own business. Okay? So we have a fate. Some again, I keep talking about Akashic records. I keep talking about Akashic records this time around. Okay? Something that is fated. Look at the cult. We got government cult out here already. That's not the only one. We got religion is death. That's a cult. Religions are cults. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Creflo Dollar's ministry is a cult. Kenneth Copeland's ministry is a cult. Joyce Meyer's ministry is a cult. Gwen Shambling's ministry was a cult. Reverend James Cleveland's ministry, him fucking on men, he died of AIDS like Rock Hudson and Eazy-E, a cult. Yeah. Non-denominational, a cult. Pentecostals, a cult. Church of God in Christ, a cult. Baptist, that's a cult. Catholic, that's a cult. Seventh-day Adventist, that's a cult. Jehovah's Witness, that's a cult. Every last one of them. Because they teach you to not live a spiritually conscious life. They teach you how to become a robot and do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. How many times you got to hear Jesus died for your sins? How many times do you have to hear that? The moon card, so something that was hidden, and this was in reverse. So something that was hidden is being brought to the light. Both of these karmics, both of them. This could be something that's been hidden for you from you for decades. Okay? Decades. But you got victory. Victory over the enemy. Triumphant. We have judgment out here that landed on Baltimore. Seattle, Washington. Someone could work at Starbucks. You or someone else. Someone could be a barista or call themselves a barista. Jeffrey, George, I said George Lopez, Jorge Lopez, the comedian, and we had a stand-up comedian card come out with the tarot. So, there we go. Baltimore, Maryland, or someone's name is Maryland. We have the name Isaiah, Kenneth, Isaiah Campbell, death warrant, nasty ass, death warrant, nasty ass. I'm going to tell you a sick ass story, collective, before I go. I'm going to tell you a sick ass story. So you hear me often talk about Judy. Okay? Two of the women who has been following Kevin for 40 years, 30 years, some of them 30 years, Judy since 1972. Do you know something? Some of these women have brought their sons and daughters into this situation with Kevin. Tiffany is Judy's daughter. Tiffany has like 8 or 9 kids. Tiffany, and don't know who the daddies are for half of them. Tiffany came down to Florida when she was 18 or 19, when she got released by the state because she was in state custody as a juvenile because she was a hard-headed ass witch. I mean, just a demonic child from birth. And Tiffany, one of her sons, his name is, well, we call him Isaiah. Do you know that Isaiah is the result of Tiffany fucking Kevin? So I'm gonna do this for you. Judy, who gave birth to Tiffany and has been following Kevin since 1972, allowed her daughter to come down to Florida and be sexually involved with a warlock and give birth to a child, her own daughter. She brought into that situation, her own daughter. And that's his name, or one of them. I'm telling you, he burned crotches, put lighters to their cooch, people. Put lighters to it. Had them licking on each other. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Reckless. Reckless. So I think we're going to go ahead and close it out there. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much, ancestors. Thank you so much, Granddaddy. My love for you is tremendous. My love for you is tremendous. Thank you so much, Odessa. My love for you is tremendous. Thank you so much, Sugarfoot, Beatrice, Wallace. My love for you is tremendous. Thank you so much, Emily Young. My love for you is tremendous. Thank you so much, Paw Paw. Thank you so much, Grandma. Thank you so much, Uncle Ollie. I'm going to start crying. Thank you so much, Uncle Ollie. My love for you is tremendous. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you so much, Matthew, both of you. One angel number, we'll take it. And it's on alignment. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these roots will help you discover your life's purpose. And again, collective, you are meant to live your highest, purest, truest life here. In whatever lifetime you were here. This could be your 3rd, 4th, 8th, 12th, 10th, whatever. Whatever that is, you are meant to live an authentic life. And that's a high vibrational life. One without karmics stealing what belongs to you. Without you being in poverty. Confirmation, Burke. Without you being homeless. Without your businesses not prospering, okay? You are meant to live a certain abundant and comfortable life here. Earth angels, light workers, investigators who are. Thank you so much, collective, to all of you who have tuned in. Thank you so much for taking out time this evening. For most of you, it's evening. As you can see, it's daylight here where I am. But for most of you, it's evening. Thank you so much for all that you do, for all of your likes, all of your love, all of your shares. Again, someone asked about me helping them find out something about their mother. Again, if you would like that free 30-minute esoteric conversation with me in private, that is via video only. I will not have a conversation with someone over the phone, okay? Given the current spiritual environment. If you would like to do that, feel free to email me, and all of that information will be in the video description of this video. Thank you so much as always. I send great love to you. Okay. Thank you so much. And yes, sleep well, rest easy. Okay? And until next time, be encouraged.